The Galactic Council, a monumental political body that spanned the stars, was made up of a diverse array of species, each more ancient and powerful than the last. In the heart of this assembly was a belief in strength, unity, and dominance, values that had shaped the fate of countless worlds. But when they turned their gaze toward Earth, a small, seemingly insignificant planet in the far reaches of the galaxy, they saw nothing remarkable. Humanity, in their eyes, was an anomaly, a primitive, bipedal species with limited technology, yet somehow they had attracted attention. That alone made them a potential threat. The debate in the council chamber was intense as expected. Members from various star systems spoke with condescension, offering various options for dealing with Earth: subjugation, exploitation, or even complete eradication. After all, what use was a species that had no interstellar fleet, no advanced weapons, and no significant resources to offer? A member of the Zeratian Empire, a species known for their brutal expansionist policies, argued that Earth could be easily annexed for its mineral wealth and untouched resources. Another suggested that Earth could serve as a breeding ground for soldiers or slaves, leveraging the humans' resilience as raw material for war. Yet, these ideas were met with skepticism by a few of the more enlightened members of the Council. One in particular, an ancient being who had witnessed the rise and fall of countless civilizations, stood up. This council member, whose very presence radiated age and wisdom, looked at the gathered representatives and spoke in a voice that commanded attention. "You should let them stay neutral." There was a brief silence. The other members dismissed the comment as one of weakness. Neutrality, after all, was not the hallmark of any thriving species in the galaxy. Yet the Ancient One continued, explaining that humanity had something no other species possessed: adaptability. The speed at which humans evolved was unlike anything the Council had ever seen. Within mere centuries, they had gone from primitive, scattered tribes to creating powerful technology, mastering biology, and even venturing beyond their home planet. To ignore their potential would be a grave mistake. "They will surprise you," the Ancient One warned. "Do not provoke them. Let them remain neutral. For if you push them, they will fight back in ways you cannot fathom. You will regret underestimating them." But the Council, driven by their hubris, ignored the warning. Earth's primitive status meant they had little to offer, and the idea that this small, unassuming species could one day challenge their power seemed laughable. The decision was made. Earth would be forced into the galactic fold. The Galactic Council would take control of Earth's future, and humanity would be subjected to the whims of the galaxy's powerful civilizations. But in their arrogance, they failed to understand one thing, the very thing that the ancient council member had feared. Humanity's true strength lay not in its technology or resources, but in its resolve, a force far more dangerous than any weapon. Humanity's response to the impending invasion was swift and unexpected. The Zeratian Empire, with its vast fleets and advanced weaponry, assumed that Earth's military forces would crumble before their might. After all, humanity had no interstellar capabilities, no fleet of warships capable of resisting the might of a galactic empire. Earth's most advanced weaponry seemed no match for the invaders. At first, the Zeratian forces bombarded Earth cities, launching orbital strikes to destabilize global governments and crush human morale. Their assumption was simple: humanity would falter. The devastation seemed inevitable, but the Zeratians overlooked one critical element: human ingenuity. Beneath the surface, Earth's defense mechanisms were not what they appeared. For years, human governments, operating in secret, had been developing technologies and strategies to defend against any potential extraterrestrial threat. Rather than relying on conventional warfare, humanity's military leaders turned to guerrilla tactics, using the planet's rugged terrain and urban landscapes to their advantage. Humans, in their desperation, turned their weaknesses into strengths. They adapted quickly, reconfiguring their limited resources to create devastating countermeasures. Cyber warfare played a pivotal role. The Zeratians had underestimated humanity's capacity for hacking and information warfare. Earth's best engineers infiltrated the Zeratian communication networks, launching crippling cyberattacks that disabled their most sophisticated technology. Ships designed to be impervious to conventional attacks were suddenly rendered useless. The Zeratians' command infrastructure, once impervious, was now compromised. The momentum began to shift. Using the element of surprise, humanity launched a series of covert operations to sabotage key Zeratian installations, systematically dismantling the invaders' logistical supply lines. The world watched in awe as humans, seemingly incapable of matching alien firepower, began to turn the tide through their resourcefulness and resilience. But it wasn't just technology that gave humanity the edge. It was strategy. The Earth's military forces, drawn from every nation, collaborated in ways never seen before, merging expertise in unconventional warfare, intelligence, and cyber defense. For every strike the Zeratians launched, humans adapted, exploiting the smallest vulnerability. Where the alien forces expected submission, they found resolve. Where they anticipated fear, they met calculated resistance. The turning point came when the first major human-led victory against the Zeratians was secured. A team of elite human operatives infiltrated a Zeratian command ship, planting explosives that crippled the vessel's propulsion system and sent it spiraling out of control. It was a symbolic and strategic triumph, sending shockwaves across the galaxy. The Zeratians were forced to retreat. Earth had held its ground, and for the first time, the Galactic Council had to take notice. Humanity, a species once dismissed as irrelevant, had shown that they could not only survive in the face of overwhelming force but thrive. The Zeratian Empire was far from finished, but now, for the first time, they knew that Earth was not to be underestimated. The warning given by the ancient member of the Galactic Council had proven prophetic. Humanity was not the weak, helpless species they had imagined. They were a force of nature, resilient, resourceful, and relentless in their fight for survival.